Andrew McCART, IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. I'm here in Las Vegas. With me I've got the big man himself, Mr. Dillian Whyte. Dean, we were watching the craps table, brother, man. I was trying to teach you how to play craps, man. Are we going to go back in there and lose some money?
Yeah, well, we're going to try and get in there and win some money. I'm not the losing type. I hate losing. I need to get some money. But sometimes you got to lose to win. So let's see. Those boys are doing good, you know. Ben was on fire. He was getting all the numbers in there for all these boys, man. I should have jumped in there when you said. Yeah. But let's see. I'll keep watching and learning. Thanks for the advice.
No worries, no worries. Well, you're here in Vegas. Can I ask why you're here in this beautiful place?
Yeah, it's a beautiful place. You know, it's nice and sunny. We've got good weather, good people, fun. We've got a great fight this weekend. And I'm happy to be here. I was in Mexico, a bit of business and a bit of pleasure, but mainly business. And same here. It will be business and there will be pleasure also, you know. Fan of boxing, so, you know, came and checked out Taylor and my dog there. You know, slick, Chris Congo. You get me? So I've been down at the Top Rank gym with them, did a bit of bag work training and did some stuff. So yeah, it's good. It's just nice to be here, you know. And we've been welcomed really well here in Vegas.
Well, I want to talk about why we're here in Vegas. Josh Taylor's an undisputed fight, but the heavyweight scene right now. We thought we were going to get it. We thought we were going to get Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua, but then obviously the arbitration with Wilder and the arbitrator voting for Wilder to obviously get his trilogy fight with Tyson Fury. Just your initial thoughts when you heard the news.
You know, I knew that there was an arbitration in the background somewhere. I knew that because they've mentioned it. You know, I mean, this is not the first time they mentioned it because Tyson Fury started the negotiations. I just automatically believed that they have maybe made some form of agreement, or he was going to be able to fight and then maybe fight Wilder after of some sort. But I mean, look, I'm speechless. I'm kind of mind blown because, like the rest of the world, we was anticipating a mega fight, the fight for the ages, a fight for history, for many people that had never. There's our plane coming in, some more people coming in to enjoy the sunny climate of Vegas. But yeah, you know, we was all looking forward to this, you know, defining fight in the heavyweight division, one face, one champion, as Deontay Wilder used to say, and someone becoming the #1 undisputed champion and so on. So, I mean, look, it is a bit heart-wrenching because I'm sure the whole of the UK wanted to see it, and now, you know, Deontay Wilder, look, at the end of the day, he deserved his shot, man. If there was a contract in place, he deserved his shot. But it's just, it's really bad timing. We wish it could have happened months ago when we didn't get so close to this moment where we actually could taste the fight happening and watching our TV and on everyone's lips, who do you believe is going to be the winner? Who is the better man? You know, that was on the tongues of everyone's mouths and lips. So it's just annoying that we had to get to this position for us to get shut down. So, you know, now the fight's going to happen on the 24th of July with Wilder and Fury trilogy, and now we're going to have to sit back and wait and see what lies in wait for Anthony Joshua. I know there's talk of Usyk and stuff, and it's just really annoying as a boxing fan. You know what I mean?
Talked about this in Tyson Fury shared on his Instagram story that Wilder's asked for 20 million step-aside money.
Surprised. Sorry about the swearing, but listen, I am not surprised. Listen, that sucker. You know what? I shouldn't even call him a sucker. Listen, he's done an amazing job in boxing. But look,
who are you calling a sucker then?
I was calling Wilder a sucker. It shouldn't be like that. You know, he's been good. He's knocked out a hell of a lot of people, so I shouldn't be disrespectful. But you know what it is? I'm just saying that, you know, because there's a little bit of a grudging annoyance because of, you know, that fight not happening. But look, those guys are going to get paid something like, what, 75 million, 100. So he's looking at it like, this is only a small slice of the pie for you lot to go and live your life and enjoy a great time, and let me sit on the sidelines. So that means if they were getting 75, if they took, you know, 10 million off the table each and gave them the 20 million, they're still going to walk away with career-defining greatest earnings of all time for those boys. But I guess Anthony Joshua would think about, I'm not paying that full nothing because it's nothing to do with me. So I get it. And then Tyson Fury is probably going to look at it like, why am I going to pay that full 20 million when I can go and fight him, get paid 20 million and punch his bloody head in? You know what I mean? So we've seen it. He got the draw once and then he smashed him in, and now there's another fight. So it's a lot of money just to pay someone to step aside. You know what I mean? Maybe the Saudis might say to themselves, you know what? We want this fight and we're going to do anything to get it. We're going to pay Wilder this step aside money and we'll figure this out at a later date. Maybe they might do it. That's what people are waiting for. And I'm sure there's still room to see. Maybe we'll hear something, maybe we won't. I don't know.
Well, it seems like Bob Arum in that press conference today, you went at the press conference today, but he sort of mentioned that the fight didn't happen. It's not going to happen until November now, the AJ Fury fight. So it looks like Wilder, Fury, July 24th, that's what's being discussed, and Bob sort of hinted at the Allegiant Stadium here, the big huge football stadium here. I mean, third fight, we've seen the second fight, you were in Vegas that time. Who wins the third fight and how?
Do you know what? I don't see much difference changing. I see Deontay Wilder's hired Malik Scott. I like Malik Scott. He was one of the most technically gifted heavyweights at one time. He was something like 36, 37 and 0. And he has got boxing ability and he understands boxing. I can see what he's trying to do with Deontay Wilder. He's trying to give him a bit more a technical aspect. Does that actually translate into the fight, into the ring on fight night? Does that work to defeat someone like Tyson Fury? I'm not so sure. He has the equalizer. He's trying to equal out the boxing ability and skill. I'm not sure if one camp or 1 year is going to be, or just over a year might be enough for him to learn a lifetime of Fury boxing since he was 5 to go and out-skill or out-box someone like that. I'm not so sure. And from the two previous fights, I'd say no. But boxing, you know, stranger things have happened in boxing. And that's why it's heavyweight boxing. People like it because they know there's always capability for a big upset. So, you know, I'm not ruling him out because he's got that power. But I think it is going to be a good fight and I'm sure I'll watch it. But I would have more preferred to see Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury, undisputed. Let's go, baby. Let's get it cracking.
Let's go. Well, Anthony Joshua, obviously, he's going to have to do his bit. He's going to probably have to fulfill his mandate today against Usyk. Now, Usyk is one of them. He's a small heavyweight, but he's a gifted heavyweight in terms of footwork, skill set, southpaw, and stuff like that. But does he have the power to hurt Joshua? He might outpoint him, some might think. But what's your thoughts on that fight?
What I'd say about that fight is Usyk is very skillful. I don't know if he's going to have the power. I don't think he'd have the power. You know, but listen, if you hit the target, anything's possible at heavyweight. But what I do is, we saw what happened against Usyk when he fought, you know, Chisora. But Chisora is a wrecking machine that comes forward, relentless pressure. But the new Joshua, who's obviously lost to Andy Ruiz, is more mindful. You know, uses his jab a lot, offset stuff, sets trap, throws an uppercut, left, rolls out, holds a lot, and so it's going to be interesting. We've never seen Joshua. No, we have seen him fight a southpaw, Charles Martin. I was going to say we haven't, but we've seen what he's done. He's demolished him. But Usyk and Charles Martin are a different kettle of fish. I'm not going to lie. I think Joshua is going to be too big, too strong, and I don't see Usyk beating him. I think Joshua will start off with using his jab. He'll jab to the body, he'll jab to the head, and then I think what he'll do, he'll just keep him at the end of the jab, and when them rights start landing solid, it's going to do some damage. I'm not sure if he gets a stoppage because look, he was a unified champ at cruiserweight division. You know what I mean? So we've got to give him his credit. He's come up, he's faced a tough guy, and we saw the remnants on his face against Derek. So we've never seen them kind of damages from Usyk before, and him having to go through the real war of Derek. You know what I mean? And that fight was closer than a lot of people had it. So I feel Joshua takes that for me. But look, it's boxing. He's southpaw, he's silky, he's skillful. It's all to play for, man. But I'm gonna go with Joshua to, you know, continue reigning. And Joshua knows he's got a lot on the line. So he's not gonna slip up now, knowing you've got 75 million, 100 million gold a pot waiting for you at the end of the line. He's not gonna overlook Usyk. And you know, I think he's going to do the job, and he'll just get past him. He'll do just enough, get past him, and then we'll be waiting for the winner of Wilder and Fury out of the trilogy. So
it's one of them ones where we're going to hope that Joshua gets through Usyk. We're going to hope that Tyson gets through Wilder, so we can all get the fight that we want to see.
It's a lot of ifs, buts, and maybes, and
that's heavyweight boxing.
Exactly, it's showbiz. Anything can happen.
Exactly. But Dillian Whyte, he's coming off. He's your brother Dillian. He's got revenge over Povetkin in style. Redemption, you just said there. Now, what's next for him? I know, like, he's screaming for his shot as well. I mean, have you spoke to Dillian, and what's he been saying?
I spoke to Dillian. What day did he call me the other morning? Was that Tuesday when I came in? Tuesday, when I think it was UK Wednesday morning here, night time. Yeah, he phoned me the other day. He's good, training. He's got a lot of stuff going on. I'm sure we're going to hear some news shortly. And yeah, he's just happy. He's ticking over. He's doing his thing. I think when I leave here, I'll probably go to Portugal and check him, maybe, for a couple of days and make sure he's all right, train with him and, catch up. But he's good. There's a lot of good stuff coming out. I mean, he's meant to fight in America. He should be fighting in America in
against
July. we're not sure who the opponent is in July, but there's talk of Franklin and many other names. I think Eddie and a few other people have mentioned. What's his name? Jermaine Franklin. I can't remember. He's at 22-0. That's one name that was mentioned. There was a few other names that was mentioned. But it's going to be interesting fights. It's not nothing set in stone. But look, we're going to fight on this side of the pond. It will be in America somewhere. We're not sure. I'm sure in the next week or 10 days we're going to have a lot more confirmation and information. But I'm literally just going off maybe things he's kind of somewhat hinted at and some stuff what Eddie's kind of alluded to. But look, Dillian knows what's at stake, man. Dillian's meant to have his chance from a long time ago. But what Dillian is a professional. Sometimes he gets begrudging and so rightly, because when you've waited such a long time, you do get annoyance. But look, he's gone in there, he's beat Povetkin, he's got redemption, he's got his position back, and now he's going to tick over. Look, he's at the position where these guys are megastars, in boxing. They're role models for people, and they're making big money. And the best Dillian Whyte is the Dillian Whyte who's more active. So, not sitting on the sidelines, getting out of shape, and making him, not being as active. It's better when he's more active. Trying to keep himself in a great shape, because when he came into that fight he was in great shape, so he wants to keep himself in and around that number and be active and be ready for when his opportunity does come. And then in the meantime, in the interim, he's going to get paid handsomely, as these boys should do, because it's dangerous, the heavyweight boxing.
Is Andy Ruiz a possibility out here? Is that too dangerous an opponent for his American debut? Because obviously we've seen what Joshua's debut.
Excuse me, I don't believe Andy Ruiz is on the card. Andy Ruiz is dangerous, but look, we saw him against who did he fight the other day? The other Mexican. Arreola. But see, with Arreola, I know a lot of people are cussing and complaining. Arreola's always been a tough kid, and he's always been a puncher. And at the age of 40, Arreola came in the best shape we've ever seen him in. And we saw what he did. And yet again, Ruiz came in very good shape, lost a lot of weight. And when you tend to lose a lot of weight, your punch resistance and your durability sometimes goes down a bit, and that we saw, because he kind of got buckled a lot of times in there, and we haven't seen that with Ruiz. You know what I mean? Joshua dropped him, but he got up and then he caught Joshua, and then he was like quite strong in that fight after that. But we've never seen vulnerabilities like that in him. So in that fight, would say
it'll be a bloody good fight though, Ruiz and Dillian.
Dillian will be a good fight, but I'm still talking about him and the other fella. That fight, I think Arreola came out of that with more credit, because he's got more miles on the clock to go, because he competed with a former world champion, and some could say he might have arguably nearly won that fight, or it was very close. And Andy Ruiz, maybe his stocks dropped a little bit, because some people say Arreola was past his best and he went life and death with him. But I wouldn't say that. Listen, Andy Ruiz is always dangerous. He's very fast, and he's very dangerous, can punch. I think he's just adjusting to being in the camp with Canelo and trying to find a weight was suitable for him and a fighting weight. But going back to what you were saying, I don't see that fight being one of the fights that's now, because Andy doesn't have anything on the table. He doesn't have a positioning to say he's next in line as a mandatory position for X, Y, Z. So that probably wouldn't be one of the fights at the moment. Down the line, it's a possibility, because I know Dillian spoke about it many times and offered them money. But just now, it's just, there's names out there in the hat I'm sure these guys are going to start talking about, because look, we're approaching the end of May next week, beginning of June, so we're going to have to start hearing things, because July's around the corner.
Definitely, that's exciting news ahead. Right, huge fight this weekend. Josh Taylor, the super tornado, super lightweights. At least we're going to see one undisputed fight this year, hopefully, maybe two. But the super lightweights, undisputed titles on the line, undisputed championship on the line. Josh Taylor versus Jose Ramirez. I know you're a fan of Josh Taylor. What's your thoughts on that fight?
Listen, I'm a big fan of Josh Taylor. Listen, he's done a great job for the UK. I know he represented Scotland and stuff, but he's from the United Kingdom and stuff, and he's done an amazing job. He's winning a series and won the series, and he's managed to, I think he's fought the better pedigree of opponents than Ramirez, but we won't write off any Mexican, because we know what they, the Mexicans, Americans. It was, what I mean?
Old Adrian Broner.
Exactly, them Canmans. They tend to upset the apple cart many times, but Ramirez is very strong, very durable. But I think he's going to come up on the tornado, and he's going to come up against a refutable Dynamite with the body shots, with his jab and his silky skills. He can punch. He's very easy on the eye to watch, and we've seen with Progress, that was a tough fight, and that was a close fight. We saw with Postal what he done to him, and Postal was someone who'd garnered a lot of respect, because he fought Bud Crawford and many other people. So this is a opportunity for the Tornado Taylor to get into the history books, to be in with the names of Bud Crawford, to be undisputed champion. It's an amazing opportunity, and I'm going to be rooting for him. I should be there Saturday night with the guys, rooting and cheering from ringside and wherever we are, and it's going to be great. But I believe he's going to do it. It is a hard fight. It's not going to be easy. The key is probably jab and moving, because the kid's just going to come all night and it's going to come head on. And he's going to bring it like all Mexicans do. We saw what happened to Tennyson the other day. He tried to go out there and have a shootout with a Mexican and ended up on the canvas quickly. Sometimes you got to be smart. You got to understand it's a 12-round fight or a 10-round fight.
Whoa.
That was, hey, listen.
See that? Like the wind nearly took my camera from me there. But
hey,
look at that.
Sharp.
You see that?
Hey.
Like they don't call me fast hands for nothing.
Yo, you could have been a boxer, Chargy.
I was.
Hey, you was fast. Hey, that was good business.
Back in business like nothing happened. Look at that. Now, where were we?
Yeah, so I even lost my chain of thought. That was fast. That was moving over. But I think, like I was saying, I don't even know where I was. I kind of lost.
Ramirez coming on strong, coming forward to Josh, and you're going to root for Josh.
So I think he's tailor-made for kind of that style. But look, we won't underestimate him. I don't think he's someone to underestimate. Like I was saying about Tennyson, I think Charlie Edwards fought a Mexican who was really durable. Not a lot of guys know.
Young Martinez.
Yes, not a lot of guys know about these guys until they come here and smoke some of our best guys. So. But Josh Taylor is a special talent. He's in a category of a super elite athlete. So he's in a small segment of talent. So I think Saturday night, the fans are going to be in for a real good night, and I just think it's going to be exciting. Guys got to tune in and watch the fight, and we're going to have undisputed animal.
Bud Crawford, you mentioned Bud Crawford there. Would you like to see Taylor move up and face the last undisputed at 140 in Bud Crawford?
Up to what? Welterweight? It's a good fight. It's definitely a good fight. It's definitely a good fight. But I know Bud is probably chasing the likes of Spence and those other guys. So it's interesting. Once he clears out that division, what is left for him? You're right. But some of them boys up there, Spence is a real big welterweight. Gerald Ennis is a big welterweight. Ortiz is Virgil Ortiz is a big welterweight. Crawford's not, and Taylor's not. So maybe he wants to just reign supreme and or maybe pick certain fights at welterweight and do his thing. But you got to be smart, and I'm sure his team will be smart and they'll know what they're going to do. But it's up to him, man. He's got to get through one fight at a time, and Saturday night is the first step in that position. But like I said, that Crawford fight would be nice. Maybe, I don't think Crawford's going to come back now. Maybe do a catch weight or something. At least he doesn't have to put too much weight on and slow down his speed and stuff, and keep his power and keep his sharpness,
Okay then, Dean, what's new with you? I know you're busy with your management company. I know you got some young fighters on there, so can you let us know what's happening with Dean Whyte and Black Management?
Yeah, so what it is, I've got I'm actually coaching now. So I'm coaching Ify Porter. I've got my guy Danny at Wrapped Up Fighting. Big up Danny, big up Ify, big up the McGill Boxing Club with the boys down there. Big up Tony Banjo, my guy Chris, Black Box 100, and the whole team down there. So we're down there, we're training, and there's a lot of good things going to occur. So Ify should be out in the summer on a nice card. He's training and going around. I've got Sherelle Brown, that should be also out in the summer. She's deserved her shot for a long time and hadn't got it, but she's going to be on a big stage in a minute. I don't want to talk too much about it, but a lot of wranglings have been done, and I've managed to get some deals done, and that's going to be should be hopefully across the line in the next few weeks, hopefully, and that's going to be good. I've got Steed Woodall. Steed Woodall's a brilliant talent, but at the minute we've just not assigned him to Frank Warren, and he's just not managed to be. He's not been given the crack of the whip at the minute and got out. But I'm working on some stuff for him, soon also as well. So I'm going to see what's happening when I go back with them and try and see what's going on, because, but with the boys that are around, it's good time. I mean, things are starting to develop. The pandemic is, I wouldn't say it's going, because all of a sudden we've got an Indian variant, which is. Let me give you a cough there. I don't know what's going to happen there. We're seeming to be on the verge of now old Bojo saying that we might not be out of it come June the 27th now. I don't know. Hey, listen, I don't want to go into that anyway. But it's definitely opened up doors. Crowd should be back a little bit more. and it's going to be interesting times. So small shows should be back, other shows should be back, and it might be easier to start putting, you know, things into perspective and getting the boys out. But I'm working. I'm always working. I was in Mexico working. I got some bits over there with. I got a boy that might be fighting over there or LA shortly. So that's I was in conversations and meetings with that, or it could be over here. So you know, it's good times. You know what I mean? So I'm literally listen. I'm a workaholic, man. I'm non-stop. You know, anything good doesn't come easy, and you got to always graft, and that's what I like to do. I'll give it my all for my boys, and I try and push, and I always fight their corner, and I always will fight their corner. Sometimes it doesn't go my way. But you know, eventually, hard work pays off, and that's what I believe in. You know what I mean? So, God willing, everything still goes according to plan, and we've got some great stuff in the future. Black Box Management, the boys, and there's some other news going to come out shortly as well. I just got to keep ticking over and doing what I'm doing, and God will provide, and it will be good. God willing, man.
Well, good luck to you and Black Box Management. One final question, short and sweet. Then, what would you do? Step aside for 20 million, or redemption? Or redemption?
Give me that money, motherfucker, 20 million. Listen, you see with step aside, what you got to bear in mind is he could step aside and fight in 4 weeks. So you're going to get 20 million to step aside, and then you can go and fight and make 5 or 10 million again. So it's a double whammy. Listen, I would take the money and go. But obviously, look, that's just me saying that now. You know, if I was a champion and I wanted my belt back, maybe I'd say, listen, fuck you, motherfuckers. Listen, I don't need no money. I want to smoke your ass. I want my belts back. I want redemption. So it's just me talking who's not got 20 million. You know what I mean? There's someone who's just talking about something. But
you not got 20 million?
Nah, I ain't got 20 million. I'm okay. I do okay, but I ain't got no 20 million. God damn, I'd love a 20 million right now. I'm gonna go in there, I'm gonna try one of the machines. Wait, when I leave Vegas, you never know.
You never know. I'm coming with you, man. We're 50-50 down the middle, man.
Hey, listen, shit, I'm gonna run off straight back out of here. You ain't even gonna see me at the fight. I'm gonna take that 20 million, I'm going back to Mexico, god damn it.
I'll come with you. Dillian, I won't give you much longer, man. Let's go back in there. Let's win some money, man.
Listen, amazing. Thanks very much, as always, for the platform. Big up everyone. Tune in, subscribe. You know the biggest platform. You know what to do. Check out my guy Ify Porter on Instagram, and Tony Banjo and the rest of the guys. Congo's here, my man. Come Congo, yeah, look, come and say it. Come on, man. Get Congo in there. He's chilling over there. He's looking.
Big Chris Congo, man. Sit there, man. Let me see.
He's been the main sparring partner with Taylor and McGregor and something. So there's loads of boys, man.
You know he's Scottish now. We've made him a Scotsman now.
He's one of the Tornado Tartan Army.
Yeah. I'm part of the army, so yeah, we're good. Yeah, I can't wait for the fight, man. He's looking good, looking sharp, strong, and boy, I know it's gonna be a knockout this Saturday.
Because you've been, like I said, you've been a sparring partner on that. But you've been, before we talk, we've done our interview. You spoke about how confident you are with Josh. But let's, man, that craps table, man. How are you enjoying it in there in that casino?
No, today's not a good day. Yesterday was a cracking day. We won some money. Like today's not too good. So yeah, I'm staying away.
Staying away. Well, Chris, I'll get another interview with you shortly, and we'll talk about Josh and his preparation and stuff like that again. But as always, man, it's always a pleasure to see you two together, man. You're fun, you're bubbling, and South London's finest.
Yeah, always. We're there.
Yeah. One final word, Dean?
No, it's all good. Take care, guys. Listen, tune in Saturday night.
You got it. Chris?
Yeah, all good. Saturday night, the TTT is going to do it. Trust me.
There we go. Right, thanks, guys. Let's go and win some cash.